Hello there, and welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Professor Jacob, and thank you so much for attending this lecture on Pokemon biology. Joining me here in the classroom today, as he always does, is my wonderful teaching assistant, Mr. Curtis. Mr. Curtis, please say hello to everybody.
Oh, why, thank you, Professor. I'm so happy to be here. I just want you to know that I'm here and dialed in and ready to go. And, oh, shit. Where's my
Okay,
pen?
well, you could watch your language,
Professor.
please. Actually,
I'll be right back. I gotta go get my pen. All right, bye.
Oh, thank God he's gone. All right. And then the other person here in the classroom today is, of course, our trainer in training, because what is a classroom without a student? It's Corbin. Please say hello to everybody, Corbin.
Yo, what's up? I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous today because I remember today is a ghost type Pokemon that we're talking about, and it's Gastly's evolution. And I don't remember the name, but I just remember that it's really scary.
You don't. It's haunting you.
Oh, Hauntina. Is that it?
Sometimes that's what the female of this species are called, but
wait, really?
not the standard name.
Oh, is it
Professor, I'm back.
Oh,
I
good.
found it. Okay.
Excellent. Did you get your pen?
Yeah, it's right here. See?
Okay. Well, that is just a stick. I don't know why.
Hauntisha? Is it Hauntisha?
But I dip it in my inkwell.
Curtis,
here.
we're trying to guess the Pokemon today.
Oh, it's Haunter.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It is Haunter.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Corbin was telling us that he's a little bit worried. Do you feel the same?
I'm a little bit scared. I'm not gonna lie. I was a little bit worried. I was trying to remember what Pokemon is it today, and then I was like, oh crap, this is Gastly's evolution. I remember hearing that this one from my friends was pretty scary.
It's just a load of hot air.
I hate his laugh.
I guess. I hate. Yeah, I really don't like his laugh.
I swear, it sounds like he's choking out a Wingle.
Now the question here is Haunter like Gastly made out of gas?
I mean,
I'm not.
I mean, you tell me.
That's a good question. I don't. We'll read through the Pokédex entries and we'll see if any of them specifically mention that. Well, I don't want to spoil the lesson right now.
Don't do that.
I wouldn't dare do that. No. But we'll see. We'll see if it mentions anything about Haunter's composition. But has anybody seen a Haunter?
I have not. No.
That's good. That's very good. It's very good that you haven't seen a Haunter before this lesson, because we're going to learn a lot of do's and don'ts, mostly don'ts, when it comes to Haunters. Mr. Curtis, what about you? Have you seen a Haunter?
Yes, but only at a distance.
Good.
I did try. It beckoned at me, and I did try to run towards it. But for some reason it disappeared once I got closer. I guess it was afraid of me. I don't know why.
Really? So wait, the ghost type Pokemon was afraid of you?
Smart Haunter.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Do Haunters have a nose? Because they may have smelled them.
No, but it started to lick me, and I guess it just didn't like what it tasted. So.
Yeah, it just started shaking after it licked you, and then it kind of dissipated.
Wait, are you guys just making this up, or did that actually happen?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, yeah.
Maybe
I feel like you're just adding more to the story. I just don't know what's real.
Yeah, it's. I was there. I saw it happen.
Then why did you ask him if he'd seen one?
I forgot. I can't. And then he started telling. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I remember that. That was a weird thing that happened. It was he didn't start shaking until Mr. Curtis licked it himself, because he didn't lick it. Yeah.
Mr. Curtis,
the Haunter licked
lick
him,
Pokemon?
and then he licked it because he thought it was like a greeting, a Haunter
like a greeting. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then it started to shake really violently and then disappear.
Yep.
So wait, what's the deal with Haunter and licking? I'm not caught up on the.
Very good question. Very good question. No, I'm going to throw a Haunter out right now.
Do it.
And before I do it though, and just while we're on this topic, don't let it lick you, or you know what, just don't let it touch you. Okay. And
Sounds
it may
good.
try to, as Mr. Kerr said, it may try to beckon you. Don't go towards it.
Okay. That's fine.
All right. And this is the fairly well trained Haunter. All right.
Good.
So this probably won't even happen, but
Good.
I have safety things. I had to say this stuff before I send out a Pokemon. All right. Here we go. Here is a Haunter.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of a lot more menacing looking than Gastly, honestly.
Are you sure? It's got a big old smile.
I mean, it's kind of a creepy smile. No offense. I mean, it's wait, you want
Big old long tongue.
Wait, hold on. You want me?
No, I mean, Corbin, no, it doesn't. It doesn't want you. So, okay, Corbin, focus on me for a second, if you will.
Okay.
What is it beckoning at you with?
It's beckoning at me with its little, I don't know how to word this. It's like, he has like 2, seemingly 3 clawed-looking hands.
3?
They're almost like talons, but they're not like
3
connected to his body. They're like dismembered, floating hands.
Yeah, exactly, yes. And this is kind of like a step up, I guess, from Gastly. He did not have any...
See, you still want me, not Mr. Kurt. He's still pointing at me. He says, come on over. You know what? I'm going to listen to the professor.
Hunter, do you want me?
No, really doesn't.
He's shaking his head. No, he's shaking his head.
Want
me. It's kind of cute. Hunter is hiding behind me now. Do you see him?
Yeah.
It's kind of... Don't touch me, though. Please don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Don't touch. No touch. No touch.
Please don't touch me.
So what's the deal?
What do you mean, what's the deal?
What's the deal with why can't you? I mean, obviously it's like a ghost Pokemon, and I'm sure it's got its. Isn't it like poison type 2 or whatever?
Yes, it is. It is ghost and poison.
Okay, but why specifically can't you touch it? Does it poison you like muck, or what's the deal?
Patience, Corbin, young Corbin. Patience. All right. Is there anything else we want to say about this Haunter, Mr. Curtis? If you could please sit down. You're starting to really antagonize this poor Haunter.
Okay.
No, anything else we want to say about the Haunter before we put him away?
I mean, it's not very big. It's got like a little spiky looking body. I mean, it's obviously ghost. It looks like partially translucent and gaseous, but it has more of a uniform shape than Gastly did.
Yeah, it's not just kind of like dissipating gas, which is pretty much what Gastly was.
Right, exactly.
And if you kind of look at Haunter, it kind of looks like a speech bubble that's like, somebody yelling. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you see,
a
like
little
in the comic books and stuff.
Yeah, I see that.
Okay. All right, we're gonna put Haunter back into the Pokeball. I think Haunter's been out for long enough.
Okay. Bye, Haunter.
Bye, Haunter. We'll have a lick party later.
No, Curtis, you don't give lick
sounds...
parties to the Pokemon.
Even if it wasn't related to Haunter in any way, that would be awful.
You can't be licking Pokemon, Mr. Curtis. We've talked about
this.
If
Mr. Curtis ever invites you to a lick party, don't go. I feel like I shouldn't have to say that, but just in case, just don't go.
Yeah. So, hey, other students who are listening to today's lesson, if you get an email from Mr. Curtis that says lick party at 9, just mark it as spam.
Go at 8.
No, don't go at all.
Don't go at all. Sorry, don't go at all. Okay, all right. I think it's time to read some Pokédex entries. I know Corbin is just eager and ready to go. He's like a Mudsdale champing at the bit right now.
I am.
Okay. All right, starting in the Kanto region. Because of its ability to slip through block walls, it is said to be from another dimension.
Wait, so can it not slip through like spherical walls or anything?
I don't know why it says block.
If that wall is a block, it belongs to Haunter. I wonder if it means like brick walls, or like as in like solid walls, maybe because it can slip through solid walls,
or maybe like cinder block walls, like the
maybe okay. But I mean, like cinder blocks are like porous, so I feel as though it wouldn't be too crazy to see something that's gaseous, seep through that. But so they say that it slips through like block walls, right? And that's not something that gas can do, assuming that this is like a solid wall and not something that has like little holes in it. If we remember, Gastly can slip through very, very small openings. It said that, I think. Did it say that, or was that? Remember, I'm thinking of Grimer. They all kind of start to blend together.
I think Grimer can like fit through any opening, no matter how small or something.
Yeah,
like
Grimer can definitely do that. I'm pretty sure it said that for Gastly too. Hold on, let me check my notes.
Check them.
You know what? I'm not. Oh, with its gas-like body, it can sneak into any place it desires.
There you go. Any place, every place.
That must be what I was remembering. But anyways, but Haunter can go through things. So like, is he made of gas? I don't know.
I mean, yeah, Haunter's made of gas.
Maybe he is from a different dimension.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. I mean, that's possible.
I would say so.
The next one here says, by licking, it saps the victim's life. It causes shaking that won't stop until the victim's demise. Whoa, so that's kind of why I was a little bit worried about the whole licking thing, Corbin.
Right.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. That begs the question. Okay, so yeah, I'm glad I didn't go anywhere near it. That's actually terrifying to think about now. I'm actually a little bit scared. Mr. Curtis,
scared to begin with.
How does that work? I thought if you licked it and it licked you, how are you still alive?
How do we know that he is still alive?
Yeah, I don't know. Didn't seem to do anything to me. I was not concerned.
Maybe Mr. Curtis hasn't been alive this whole time.
I don't want to think about that. And if that's true,
I know.
I want to call the
police.
police.
Puts my brain through like pretzel bends, and I can't really think about it too much.
I think
or else I'll
we
be
could
looking back
safely
upon
say
myself.
that Mr. Curtis is just built different. You know?
He's just built different. This is the peak of humanity right here, and it's Mr. Curtis. You might not like it. You might not like it. I certainly don't like it.
You may not like it, but that's what peak male performance looks like.
Can you see me flexing under my trench coat?
I can't.
No, I cannot.
I'm actually looking at the board right now.
I don't want to see that either. I don't want to see that.
Look at these cheeks.
No,
No.
absolutely
You
not.
can bounce a quarter off of those.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
What is
Nobody's
wrong
looking.
with you today, Mr.
Nobody's
Curtis?
looking. Nobody looked at that.
All right, the last one from the Kanto region says, if you trip and fall for no apparent reason, or hear a sound when no one is around, it may be a haunter. That definitely sounds like it could come from a song, right? That was very poetic.
Yeah. Okay, so what's the likelihood of it being a haunter? So if I could just trip on the steps outside of school, does that mean if there's a haunter there, just mess with me?
Well, no, because you tripped on the steps.
Oh.
If you trip or fall for no apparent reason, right? The reason that you trip is because of the steps.
Well,
You just said
I
it.
trip all the time for no reason. I'm just clumsy.
Maybe you're constantly plagued by haunters that you can't
I
see.
mean, hey, it might be one of the reasons I wake up at night screaming.
Only one of the reasons.
Only
you
one.
know a couple of the other reasons.
There might be a few. Sometimes the Mr. Mime in the house is just standing over me.
He's protecting you from the haunters.
It doesn't feel like protection.
Well, I mean, oftentimes it doesn't. All right, let's move on to the Johto region. In total darkness, where nothing is visible, Haunter lurks, silently stalking its next victim.
Ooh.
It's always victim focused. It's not prey. It's victim. It's not taking these things' lives for sustenance. It's doing it out of pleasure. I feel
Yeah,
is-
it's
is
just
what
it's
victim-
doing it for fun.
Yeah, the next one here says, its tongue is made of gas. If licked, its victim starts shaking constantly until death eventually comes.
God, what an awful way to go, honestly.
Yeah. And do you think that the the lick causes death, or are they just shaking until like a natural death comes to them?
See, to me, I was under the impression that it causes death because it's like poison type.
Yeah.
So
It doesn't say
No.
that though.
now when it says you're shaking, are you like paralyzed? Like, are you able to move, or like what's the deal? Like, are you just shaking?
Well, you're
in
clearly
place?
shaking.
Right, but like,
That is movement.
Can I walk and shake? Can I go do activities and shake, or am I just sitting there shaking in one spot?
I think you're on the ground shaking until you die.
Sounds fun.
That's I mean, I'm sure we must have cures for it at this point, right?
There's gotta be.
I've never experienced it personally, but that does sound like what would happen if you took someone's life force out of their body. So,
I mean, yeah, just a guess.
It's yeah, if I were to guess, and you are definitely guessing, right, Mr. Curtis?
oh, of course, I've
Not
never done that
from
before.
experience.
I think we can safely say Mr. Curtis has never taken the life force of another living creature, except that Squirtle. You did take its life.
I mean, I've not. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know.
I think he's thinking on a more spiritual level too. When you does like metaphorically suck the life force out of something,
I guess that's sweet. I don't know.
like he does to me every single day. All right, the next one here says it hides in the dark, planning to take the life of the next living thing that wanders close by. I feel like we should like turn the lights off for this lesson, and I should get a flashlight and hold it underneath my face to make the
That's
shadows
okay.
all
I don't
weird.
think we should do that. I don't
And
think
we should, and after every time I say something, we should go ooh.
we don't need to do that. I don't want to
sure?
get scared. Yeah.
That's Mr. Curtis, hit the lights.
No.
All right.
No. Ugh, I can't see
All
anything
right,
now.
Here, I have a flashlight right here. A boogity.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Okay, calm Mr.
Settle
Curtis.
down.
calm
Okay, I'm not even that scared. I'm 10. Stop it.
Oh, Professor, there was a monster here.
No, that was.
It's
It
just
booed
me. It was just me, Mr.
Yeah,
Curtis.
that was just him.
Oh.
Man, I still got it. I still got the scares. All right, let's move on to the Hoenn region. Haunter is a dangerous Pokemon. You don't say. If one beckons to you while floating in darkness, you must never approach it. This Pokemon will try to lick you with its tongue and steal your life away.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It will, guarantee it. It will.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's like if it's around you, he's like the Haunter that I had out. I mean, I spent many hours training that Haunter not to lick people, and what does it try to do? What does it try to do?
It tried to beckon me over.
Yep, for a good old licking.
Good old licking. That's right. But I didn't listen.
Good. Well, you were about to.
Well, it was tempting.
Yeah, this is the way he it moves its fingers, right?
Yeah.
It's just so very I don't know,
inviting,
motivating.
Yeah,
honestly.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, the last one from the Hoenn region says, if you get the feeling of being watched in darkness when nobody is around, Haunter is there.
Ooh.
Not Haunter may be there. Haunter is there.
If you get the feeling that you're being watched.
Yes.
Well, again, that's not always true. That's not always true.
Around.
Because I get the feeling of being watched at night, and I look up, and the Mr. Mime is just peeking around the corner with a big smile in my house.
Well, see, there can be someone else there as well.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, no. There could be the Mr. Mime looking at you and the Haunter looking at you.
Let me read it again. You guys seem to miss part of this sentence. If you get the feeling of being watched in darkness when nobody is around,
right?
Haunter is there. All right. There's a prerequisite.
Nobody was there, but the Mr. Mime was there.
Well, Mr. Mime is. I know you may hate to think it, but Mr. Mime is somebody.
I guess.
Yeah. All right, that does it for the Hoenn region. Let's move on to the Sinnoh region. It can slip through any obstacle. It can slip through any obstacle. And it lurks inside walls to keep an eye on its foes.
Oh, so
inside
it just kind of
walls.
There. Nice.
It's intangible. It doesn't have any physical being. So to say that it is gas would be false. Do
you guys think it has a favorite wall? Like drywall, brick, maybe? Or, what's it prefer?
I don't know. I don't know what most walls are made of. Maybe just the salt. It likes those walls like think of a log cabin kind of wall. But yes, it's I think it likes to hide in a log cabin wall. So just those logs is my guess.
That makes sense. I like a good log cabin wall.
Do you have a guess, Corbin? You asked the question.
I would say brick because it's cold and inviting.
And cold and
Stone could work.
Corbin looks at a brick wall and is like, man, that looks cold, but also inviting.
I mean, sometimes.
Oh, do you mean like the inside, like a brick house looks inviting? Is that what you meant, or like the brick wall itself? Looks inviting?
It looks kind of cozy or whatever. I think cement because I feel like because it's a ghost type, it likes cold environments. I feel like a stone wall, a nice stone castle. Haunters would probably love that.
Oh, I bet Haunters love stone castles.
Oh my god, I bet that's their bread and butter.
That's it doesn't say it here, but I'm sure that they.
Well, write an entry. Take some initiative and write your own.
I'm in my entry, and when we have to eventually get the go ahead to rewrite Professor Oak's entries, because let's be honest, some of them need to rewrite.
Listen, the second that old man croaks, we're doing it.
I'm gonna put
Taking over.
Likes old castles with absolutely no research done. I'm just gonna assume it's true.
You don't need to.
All right. The next one in the Sinnoh region says it licks with its gaseous tongue to steal the victim's life force. It lurks in darkness for prey. All right.
See, prey. There you go. Not victim.
Prey. Oh, you got me. It's prey instead of victim. So maybe again, and it does say consuming life force, right?
Right.
Didn't we say that before? No, it's just to steal your life away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure that Haunter actually needs to consume anything.
I don't think it eats.
Beings do.
So, if you give it a puff, does it just go nowhere? Does it just fall out?
Just fall real. You'll lick it up with its tongue, and it'll just plop right out of its body.
It just plops right out. Yeah.
All right. The last one from the Sinnoh region says it likes to lurk in the dark and tap shoulders with a gaseous hand. Its touch causes endless shuddering.
Endless.
And just its touch. Doesn't have to be a lick with its tongue. Even its touch will cause endless shuddering.
So touch, just shuddering. Lick is shuddering and then die.
I guess that's true, because it doesn't say that you'll shake violently until you pass away. It just says endless shuddering.
Yeah. It doesn't say you'll die if you touch it. It just says it'll die. You'll die if you get licked by it. That's it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Honestly, that kind of seems preferable.
What, to die?
Yeah, if my future is just constant shaking.
Shaking on the ground.
Shaking on the ground, shaking on the ground.
Well, I'm sure it's not forever, you know.
It says endless shuddering. I don't know.
Well, I mean,
how can that be
Shuddering
misconstrued?
until you die.
You know, tomato. I think it's one of those. You know, Charizard can melt anything situations.
Well, that is true. Charizard can melt anything.
Almost.
Anything that's in
Not
a
a-
solid form,
not a
Charizard
Shelter.
can convert
Not
it
a Shelter
into a liquid
shell.
form.
Not a Shelter
And
shell.
any living being that Haunter licks gets their life force sucked away.
Yes. But yeah, I mean, yeah, that one's true.
Except for you, Mr. Curtis.
Well, again, we're not sure if he's living or not.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that does it for the Sinnoh region. Again, the Unova and Kalos regions are just repeats of what we've already seen, so I think it's time to move. I know, it's so disappointing, but every so often they'll get a few punches in. All right, let's move on to the Alola region. The first one says, it strikes at humans from total darkness. Those licked by its cold tongue grow weaker with each passing day until they die.
Cold. It likes cold environments with its cold tongue, so it's going to be in a stone wall.
Well, I think a lot of different walls can be cold. Maybe like sheet metal walls.
Who builds sheet metal walls?
I don't know. You see walls made out of metal sometimes. What am I, an engineer? What am I, a freaking wall builder over here? No, I'm a Pokemon biologist. I don't know.
Okay.
It seems like a material that you could potentially build a wall out of would definitely
But that doesn't
be
sound
metal.
very safe or stable.
Professor knows everything, okay?
I don't.
Well, clearly he doesn't. He just said he didn't know that. Mr.
Yeah,
Curtis.
listen, I admitted it. I admitted I don't know everything. And that's the only time I'll say it, so...
Yep. It's on the record, though. All the students are listening to this.
Okay. And again, it says those licked by its cold tongue grow weaker with each passing day until they die. So yes, the lick is causing death. And so in addition to the constant shuddering, you're also getting weaker and weaker, like over a period of multiple days until you die, which sounds awful. Absolutely awful.
Yeah, it sounds pretty bad. Awful.
The next one here says it fears the light and revels in the dark. I almost said I almost pronounced that like rebel.
Haha. Goof.
Instead of revel, I almost said
goof.
revels in the dark.
I mean, you can if you want. Tomato. You know.
You're right. I mean, all words are made up, and English language is just a construct of humans, so you can really say anything however you want.
Nothing is real. Nothing matters.
Nothing is real. Well, some things are real. Just language isn't real. It fears the light and revels in the dark. It may be on the verge of extinction in cities that stay brightly lit at night.
Ooh.
So what do you think it is about the light that it fears? Like, why does it fear the light?
Probably because it's exposed.
Can't be hide and be sneaky.
Can't be hide. Exactly. Can't be hide.
It can't. I guess you're right. It can't be hide. You think that's the only reason, though? You think it's a little scaredy cat when it can't hide?
Maybe it's scared of the world seeing it for what it really is.
Wow, that is deep, man.
Wow.
We're not doing a poem today, so keep all that good
Sorry.
poetic stuff until it's a poem day.
Sorry.
Right, the next one from the Alola region says, on moonless nights, Haunter searches for someone to curse, so it's best not to go out walking around.
Okay.
Haunter's just like, hey, F you, dude.
And you're like, F me, F you, and then the Haunter licks you, and you die.
And then you die. Yeah. You don't tell a Haunter to go F themselves or you'll die.
No, do not. That's like, I'm assuming that when it says Haunter searches for someone to curse, I assume that it's that, that constant shuddering is that curse.
Right.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Light touch with his gaseous hand.
Yeah. Maybe, what if Haunter just wants hugs?
Yeah,
right?
It just wants some love.
It just wants love, but it can't touch anybody, because as soon as it touches them, they all shudder
It
and
wants
die.
to know what love is.
It's Haunter's love language is licks.
Yeah. I think that's fair.
That's a horrible love language for, honestly, for anybody. I would not want anybody that I'm in a relationship with to represent their love via licks. All right, the last one here from the Alola region says, it's dangerous to go outside alone on nights when you're feeling sad. Haunter will catch you, and you won't be able to go back home.
Oh.
Wait, what if I want to go outside and I'm in a good mood? What if I just want to listen to some tunes out back in the yard?
That's fine. That's fine, as long as it's not a moonless night, I suppose.
So it's only when I'm sad it wants me.
Or it's a moonless night, I guess. I don't know. I don't really know what emotion has to do with it, right? This is the first time that that any Pokédex has mentioned that how you feel has any sway over whether or not a Haunter will kill you.
I am more concerned with the fact that it said you won't be able to go back home. Does that mean, are we to assume that Haunter is just gonna kill you, or is like, does Haunter just say, no, actually you can't actually walk in the door of your house anymore?
Or it's like it licks you and then you try to go home and then your parents are like, absolutely not. You've been licked by a Haunter. We can smell it on you, so turn around and leave, please.
Yeah, it's like,
come home.
You've brought a curse into this family. You cannot stay here anymore.
we will not allow you passage through our vestige.
Right, exactly.
Okay, that doesn't
You've
feel...
been removed from the will because you've been licked by a Haunter.
We could tell. The Haunter sent us a letter that said, I totally licked your son.
Hey, I licked your kid. You should probably disown him.
I licked your kid. You know the rules. Kick him out.
Hey, I feel like we should put that on a class T-shirt.
I licked your kid. Ellipses ... And
then on the back, you know the rules.
I don't think that's a good idea.
And then we hide like a tiny like Haunter somewhere also on the shirt.
I think I think we should just do that and just put that along on a shirt with the school colors of classic red and slightly darker red, and then we'll
darker red. Yeah, we'll make the background classic red, and then the text can be slightly darker red.
Yeah, so you have to be really, really close to
it. I mean, I don't know why we decided on those colors for our school.
Listen,
I guess I wasn't.
Whatever the principal wants, the principal gets.
Well, again, the principal also wasn't involved with that. You know how long this school's been around?
No, tell me.
This has been around since almost the founding of Kanto.
That's not true. Don't listen to it.
Curtis is just making stuff up.
That's absolutely... Mew itself actually went to this school and grew up here.
Exactly.
I was there. I watched Mew. I was at Mew's graduation ceremony.
No, it's been here for a long time, though. All right, let's move on to the Galar region.
Like a good 4 years.
I was going to say like 5 or 11 years.
Wait, no, Curtis has been taking classes here for like 7.
5,000 years, thank you.
That's also not true.
The school is built on the...
Wait, if Mr. Curtis has taken this class 7 times, how has it only been here for 5 years?
You said 5. I said 11.
Oh. 11's not that long.
But that also wouldn't make any sense because, I mean, it takes a while. It takes more than, 1 year to go through this lesson. By the way, I don't know if you knew that, Corbin. You're going to be here for longer than a year.
Oh, so nobody's ever completed it then?
Yeah, plenty of people have. I haven't always been teaching at this school.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I just recently moved into the Saffron City Learning Center.
Just recently? You mean like years ago? That's not recent.
I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's not. It's fairly recent.
I guess in your old life, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've been teaching for
Corbin, excuse you. The professor's not old, thank you.
I think
I'm getting up there.
He's getting up there.
I'm starting to get some white hairs.
He's blessed with the pearl of wisdom.
The pearl of wisdom, huh?
Yeah, I had to wrestle it out of the mouth of a shelter.
That's right.
Wait, no, he's like mid-50s at least.
Nah, I don't know
Let's not
that.
speculate on Professor Jacob's age. Right? I don't think we need to know that.
I see those Honk-Crow feet. I see them.
Okay, all right, let's move on to the Galar region. Actually, I think these are all repeats as well. Its tongue is made of gas. If licked, its victim starts shaking constantly until death eventually comes. Man, yeah, we've definitely read that one. Dang it, come on, Galar, you're normally better than this.
Galar.
There is something here from the Hisui region. These are some ancient texts that we have from the first Pokédex ever made.
Okay.
It says, this frightful, malevolent spirit can glide through walls, appearing wherever it likes. According to rumor, victims of a Haunter's lick will wither to death day by day.
Ooh,
I mean,
I like the way that's written.
Day by day.
Yeah,
that was written.
Mr. Corbin. Corbin, you had a question?
Oh, I was just saying I like the way that that's written. Was it translated from the ancient tongue?
No, I mean English has been spoken here in all regions forever, so it's only been one.
That doesn't sound right,
That's
but okay.
right. Mew was spitting mad rhymes in English back in the early days.
Yeah, actually, I went to Mew's first English lesson.
That's right. It was here at the Saffron Learning Center.
Yeah, that's been here since the dawn of this universe.
That's right.
I feel like all this is a lie.
Yeah, so you know the old saying, first Arceus created the Saffron Learning Center, then it made light, and then it made space and time.
Yeah, I'm sure the Saffron Learning Center was the top of the priority.
Yeah, it's like it's the pivot point upon which all reality resides.
That's factually incorrect because the Sinnoh region we know for a fact is the oldest region. So.
Oh, we don't know that.
We do. We can look at the rocks.
Look at the rocks.
Yeah, we look at the rocks, and there's writings on the rocks that says, "Yep, Sinnoh was here first."
the rock has a writing that says, "I have been here for this many years."
That's right. I'm the oldest.
Well, I mean, maybe the Sinnoh region was created. It was the first region that was created, but again, the Saffron City Learning Center was here before space and time. So.
You know what? No. Be quiet. None of this is real.
You don't know. You don't know. All right. Do you know?
Yeah.
No, you do not know. You don't know.
I'm pretty sure I could go some newspapers.
Here, okay?
And
I know. All right.
I have proposed to you a hypothesis, and you were just look at the hypothesis, and you said, no, this is not true without doing any kind of
I will,
testing.
after class, I'm going to do some research, and I'm going to find out exactly how old this thing is. I'm going to go to the library, dig up some old newspapers, and find out exactly when this school was made.
I look forward. I will definitely remember next week to ask you what your findings are. I won't forget immediately after this lesson is over.
All right.
All right, so that does it for the regional entries for Haunter, but we do have some unique Pokédex entries here, so let me go ahead and read those. This first one is a real humdinger. It comes to us from Ash's Pokédex. Really get out your pens and pencils for this one, guys, because you're going to want to take some notes. Haunter, a gaseous Pokemon. No further information.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Yeah, so, I mean, it was pretty useless.
Hey, but it says it's gaseous.
It says a gaseous Pokemon, and that is true. If you look at Haunter's category, it is categorized as a gas Pokemon, much like Gastly is.
Nice.
But that could just be referring to its tongue
and its hands.
I think the whole thing.
I
is gassy.
I don't know. Gas can't move through solid objects.
But it said multiple times when it taps people with its gaseous hands.
Oh, does it say gaseous hands? Hold on. Look to see where it says
Basically,
gaseous hand here.
region.
Gaseous tongue. Oh no, yeah, it does say gaseous hand. Man, I don't even know what I say sometimes. It's all a blur to me. Yes, its hands are also gaseous. I mean, all of it would have to be gaseous then, but then it's a gas that can move through solid objects, which doesn't really make any sense to me. It is from another dimension, so.
Yeah.
We don't know that for sure, but.
Okay, the next entry also comes to us from Ash's Pokédex. This one provides just a little bit more information.
Man.
It says, Haunter, the gas Pokemon. After evolving from Gastly, this Haunter can learn the Dream Eater and Psychic attacks.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Dream Eater, that sounds fun.
It says the way it says this Haunter, it makes it specifically sound like it was that Haunter.
Yeah.
That Ash was looking at whenever he clocked this one in his Pokédex.
But if one can learn it, the other ones can, I'm sure.
Maybe.
Sure, yeah.
Probably. All right, the last one comes to us from Serena's Pokédex. It says, Haunter, the gas Pokemon, and the evolved form of Gastly. Haunter can watch its opponents by hiding in walls and slips through anything in its way.
Anything.
It slips through anything, again, because it's probably an extra-dimensional being.
Including a Charizard's breath.
Well, okay, you see, Charizard's breath, technically, if you think about it, should not affect Haunter or Gastly, at all, right? Because it only melts things, which, again, is something that's a solid being transformed into a liquid. So you can't melt a gas. So they should be unharmed by Charizard's breath.
I guess.
Okay, alright, that does it for all the Pokédex entries on Haunter. Does anybody have any questions, anything rattling around in their head before we move on?
No. Not today.
No, I mean, when do you ever? Mr. Curtis, no? You seem to be yawning, I suppose. Are you tired?
Are you bored?
Is your body slowly starting to get weaker and weaker day by day?
Oh,
bless you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had a sneeze coming, Professor.
Okay.
Oh, that was a gnarly one. Sorry if I got a little spray on you.
Maybe the Haunter's lick is catching up.
Oh, maybe it is. I don't think it causes
Mr.
sneezing,
Curtis,
but...
it has been a pleasure. I never thought that this would be probably our last class together, but I gotta say it's been fun.
Oh man, in your dreams, Corbin. In your dreams.
Well, if he's gonna die, you never know.
All right, everybody, go ahead, put away your Pokédex. Actually, you know what? You can keep your Pokédexes out for this one. So we're not doing a test or a quiz today.
Yes.
Feels like it's been forever since we've done one of those, but we're not doing that today. Today, instead, I have a kind of a difficult assignment for you. I want you guys.
Ooh.
We're playing hacky sack.
No, so we've talked a lot about how Haunter, when it licks you, it will cause you to shake until you die. If it touches you, it will cause you to shake until you die.
Or sneeze.
It likes to hide in the dark and beckon people to it so it can lick or touch them and cause them to shake until they die.
Mm-hmm.
So today, I want you guys to pitch a Haunter to me. I want from you. I want you guys to make me want to buy a Haunter off.
You want to be licked by this thing.
If that's the angle that you want to go at it from, Corbin, then that's on you. Now, do we remember this is the classic pitch a Pokemon presentation that I'm asking from you guys? So we all remember what the rubric is.
Yes.
I'm gonna read it anyways because I don't believe you.
Okay.
Number 1, it must include information that we specifically learned in class. 2, you must demonstrate an understanding of the Pokemon's unique attributes and abilities. 3, you must provide 2 different selling points in your pitch. As an addendum to this one, these selling points must be for the Pokemon itself and not a product it provides or produces. Corbin.
Okay.
All right.
And number 4, this is kind of like a little bonus point thing. The student who provides the most compelling selling points will get a bonus point. All right. So let me know. You gotta take your time. Make a pitch, and then we'll let me know, and we'll give it a shot. We'll see who can sell me a Haunter. Okay, students appear. They've Corbin's giving me the signal. Yes, he's flashing the lights.
Done.
Okay, he's done, Mr. Curtis.
Professor, I'm ready. I'm ready, Professor. I'm ready. I've done it, Professor. I wrote my thing. I'm ready, Professor. I'm ready.
Man, that's gonna provide some. I'm sure the students at home will surely enjoy.
We just lost 20 students listening just now.
That's fine. They still paid their money. They have to. They'll still be.
That's right. There's no refunds.
Any kind of absence will be recorded in the gradebook as such, so it's fine with me. All right. So Corbin, please, if you would go ahead and first pitch me a Haunter.
Okay, cool. All right. So, hi there.
Hi.
Hi. Hello.
Hi, Corbin.
What's up,
Hi,
dude?
how's it going?
All right, nice to meet you. Hi. Need some lawn care? Are you worried about pesky weeds sprouting in your yard and messing things up? Well, get yourself a Haunter. All you got to do is lick those pesky weeds away, which are sure to die off in a matter of days. Now, normal weed killer is really harmful to other Pokemon who might go sniffing around in your yard, bug types who might be eating some of the grass, or even if you have kids or other family members that want to play in the yard, that weed killer or whatever you're going to put down to kill these annoying pesky plants, it's not going to be good for them. It's going to make them sick or even kill them. So just use your Haunter. You can just tell it, go over there, hey, Haunter, lick that group of weeds right there, and guess what? In a matter of days, gone. Dead. Haunter is also great for home defense and security. If you keep your trained Haunter outside or in your home while you're on vacation, just simply have them use their hand to touch an intruder or robber, and boom, the problem solved. They just shudder and they freak out, and it's a good time, but you're not killing them, though. You're not a murderer. God. So the intruder will then endlessly shudder while the cops arrive to arrest them. Yeah, it's all self-defense. It's self-defense. So you get touched by the Haunter for trying to break into the home, and then guess what? You go bye-bye with the cops. And as a bonus, if you lock yourself out of your house at night, guess what? Your Haunter can just kind of fade through the wall, grab your keys for you, and hand them to you. So
okay,
that's
very
always
good,
nice
very
too.
good.
Yeah,
and do you have anything else?
That's
else to
it.
add,
Those I'm sure I'll think of something later, but those are the 3 main points of having a Haunter.
Very good, very good. I have a question.
Yes.
Do the weeds shudder around until their eventual death?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, that's terrifying. That's a horrible... That would be a horrible thing to witness.
So, if you, bring your friends over and your friends are like, hey, Why are your weeds just dancing back and forth?
Why is your lawn freaking out?
Sorry, Kevin. My haunter was licking them the other day. I got to get rid of these weeds, you see? And then that's,
see? Why are you like an old-timey gangster? What happened?
Well, some of my friends used to call me one.
Well, you see.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
Not like that.
All right, excellent job there, Corbin. I think you did a very, very good presentation. I was very, you know what? I'm now thinking about it. Now I'm thinking about letting this very dangerous Pokemon into my home.
Good.
Now, Curse, if you could please sell me a Haunter.
Oh, yes, please. All right. Let me clear my throat real quick.
Yeah, you already did that?
You already did that. Oh, God.
Now you're drinking. He always takes a long drink of water.
5 more students just left.
Okay, all right. Ready? Why, hello there. Has this ever happened to you? Oh, no. I walked outside to get the paper, and I've locked myself out of my house in my nightgown.
Copycat.
Or how about this? I'm so glad I have stopped to get gas. Wait. Why won't my car door open? My door won't open. Why can't I? Growlithe! Hey, open the door, Growlithe! Growlithe!
It's like this has happened
Growlithe,
to me
please,
so many times.
Please, Growlithe, open the door. Growlithe, come on, please, right here, open the door. Growlithe?
He's getting into it.
Hey, Growlithe, right here.
He's still doing it.
Yeah,
No, we
right
get
here.
it. Yes.
Growlithe?
Hey,
Yeah.
Mr. Curse, we get it. The Growlithe
Okay.
locked you out of your car. I get
that
it.
darn Growlithe locked me out of my car. Will live in crippling fear no longer. Have I got the Pokemon for you? Meet Haunter.
Meat Haunter?
The Meat Haunter. This is Haunter right here.
Oh, I thought it's like a Haunter made out of meat.
Just pretend I have a Haunter next to me here. Okay.
Sorry.
Now-
Started from Meat Haunter again.
Okay. Meet Haunter.
I didn't feel it that time. One more time.
Okay. All right. Hold on. Let me get back in character. Have I got the Pokemon for you? Meet Haunter.
Hi, Haunter.
Hi.
Now, he may look spooky, but don't you worry. With his patented gassy form, he can go right through walls. He would be even, more than happy to open the house door and for you when you get locked outside in the morning in your nightgown. And forget about your Growlithe locking you out of the car when you go stop to get gas. One lick from this bad boy and that pesky Pokemon or people go bye-bye.
Wait, hold on.
Sucks the life force right out of him.
Wait, hold on. Hold on.
Disappears right back into the shadows until he's needed again.
Wait.
No need to feed or clean up after him. He's just a spirit that is here to make your life that much better. Thank you very much.
Hold on. Your
second.
suggestion is if you accidentally get locked out of your car by your pet Growlithe, your solution is to kill the Growlithe.
So you're telling me that your 2 selling points for a Haunter is 1, it can, if you lock yourself out, it can sneak back into the house and unlock the door
Or you
for
can murder your other Pokemon.
Or you can murder your other Pokemon who may have accidentally locked you out.
I'm sorry, the presentation is done. I have no more time for questions.
No, you have time for questions. You have time to sit back down.
Curtis, did you use a Haunter on that Squirtle that one time?
I did. I have no idea what you're talking about.
We can't ask him about
yes. To clarify, if you get locked out of your house, your Haunter can go through the walls and open the door for you. If you do have a pesky Growlithe that locks you out of your car, it can lick and kill the Growlithe, so you don't have to worry about that anymore.
Okay, why can't it just touch it? Why does it have to lick it? It can just touch it.
Okay, but you're still locked out of your car.
Well, I mean, you can always just break the window on your car, like
That's true.
That's fine. That's not, or you just call someone to come get your spare key and come back and let you in the car. And then of course there's a third reason which you guys were talking over at the end, but there's minimal maintenance or cleanup that's needed. They are spirits. You don't have to feed, clean after them at all. They just hide away in the dark where you don't have to worry about them until you need them again.
How casually he says they are spirits, so you don't need to feed or clean after them. This is a tough one. I really like Corbin's out of the box thinking when it comes to the killing weeds and stuff.
Yeah, Mr. Curtis might be built different, but I think different. All right, something to think about.
But Mr. Curtis there had the excellent point that you're not gonna have to feed or clean up after this Pokemon, which is a huge part when it comes to Pokemon training. And
but one of his reasonings for selling it to you is that it kills other Pokemon. That's not ethical. You can't base a decision off that.
I'm sorry, do we not battle Pokemon daily?
Yeah, but we don't kill them. That's against the law.
Is it against the law?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm sure there's a cure. I am sure there's a cure out there.
Since the Cantonian Accords, we can't kill each other with Pokemon anymore.
I'm gonna give it to Curtis, Mr. Curtis, on this one.
Oh, thank
you.
Mr.
Come
Curtis,
on.
You get the bonus points. Now I want to say you both did very, very well. But Mr. Curtis's his delivery and his selling points were just a little bit more convincing, so he's gonna get the bonus points. You both otherwise get full marks. So excellent job, both of you. But Mr. Curtis was better.
Come on. I didn't recommend you kill a Pokemon. So.
Just recommend you kill all my lovely plants in my yard, though.
That's different.
What
are you going to say about their family, huh?
What was your third reasoning, Corbin? I can't quite remember.
It can fade through the walls and grab your keys and stuff.
No, then what was your second one?
Oh, it's good for home security. It can shock and scare and disable intruders. I didn't say it kills people.
I mean, it does. It will kill them.
No, if it touches them,
at least, and that's the thing. Mr. Curtis was honest about that. Mr. Curtis was honest.
If it just touches the intruder, it's not going to kill them.
Yeah, but now they're shaking until their inevitable demise, which honestly is, like I said earlier, I feel like is worse.
Yeah, but you're not killing them, so
you're right.
Yeah, sure.
It's not against. It's not against the law.
Permanently cripple them and incapacitate them for the rest of their life.
Curtis is recommending that you break the law and murder people or murder other Pokemon. You can't do that.
Sometimes somebody has to do the dirty work. Sometimes
you want to kill a Growlithe because it locked you out.
And you know what? Haunter is the one to do the job.
Yeah, and honestly, if you want to kill a Growlithe, all you gotta do is give it chocolate. You don't have to, send a Haunter after it.
Please don't give students ideas.
All right, everybody, settle down. That does it for today's lesson. I think you both did an excellent job today. And can I just say, I very much enjoyed talking about Haunter with you guys. It was an excellent lesson, if I may say so myself.
Oh, Professor, that's really just all I want to
hear. I take it back, not you. Mr. Corbin, I enjoyed talking with you today.
Well, I wish you gave me the winning points there for that discussion, but
okay. Well, now you know what? I take it all back. I didn't enjoy talking to any of you.
All right.
So I think that's a perfect place to wrap up this lesson. Does anybody know who we're going to talk about next week? It is the evolved form of Haunter. There's a third evolution in the Gastly line.
Ooh, it's
yes. Ooh,
it's Trevorant. What's it called?
Trevenant?
You mean
Trevenant?
Trevenant?
No, it's not Trevenant.
Trevant.
Oh,
no.
Is it Dusknoir?
It's not Dusknoir. No,
I got it. It's Whismer.
No, it's okay. We're learning about Gengar. I almost forgot it for a second. I wanted to say Gastly. That wasn't right.
Wait, we're learning about our own email?
We're learning about, Gengar is that's a very, very good point. Yes, the Gmail. Everybody knows that Gmail is actually named after Gengar.
Of course.
The G, of course, stands for Gengar. But no, we're learning about the Pokemon itself. Now I have a very special treat for you guys, so make sure to come back next time when we take a look at this Gengar.
Is it a cookie?
I mean, you guys have to come back. You guys is Corbin, you have to be here. And I can't get Mr. Curtis to leave, so I know he'll be here.
Right.
Oh, of course I'll be here.
But it should be, I mean, first of all, Gengar is a fascinating Pokemon to talk about.
I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Okay. But that's going to do it for today's lesson. If you have any questions for me, the professor, you can send me a Gmail at my Gengar mail, right?
Ha-ha!
It's wwopokemon@gmail.com. If you don't have a Gengar mail, that's fine. You can also find me on the Flying Pokemon themed social network site, Twitter. I'm there at wwopokemon as well. But that's going to do it for today's lesson. So until next time, class is dismissed.
Welcome to the World of Pokemon as part of the Pokecasters Network.